All right, queens, I need you to tap all the way in today, baby, because I'm about to give you some keys to leveling up to help you take your life to the next level, because it is time for you to become the woman that God has created you to be. So I need you to tap all the way in today, baby. I need all my ladies. I need all my queens front and center. This is the season that you are walking into your purpose, that you are walking into your assignment, and we not letting nothing hinder us. We not letting nothing stop us. This is about our Heavenly Father getting the glory out of our life. So ladies, tap all the way in. Get your journal, get your blue ink pen. Send this to your sister. Send this to your friend. Send this to your bestie. Send it to your coworker, your mama. Send it to auntie. Send it to your daughter. Send it to your granddaughter. Send it to all the ladies, baby, to all the queens, okay? Because it's time for us to rise up, baby. So I want to make sure that you got some keys to help you unlock your next level and help you tap all the way in. So I'm not even going to push it off no further, baby. Let's jump right on into it. The first key that I want to give you is, as a woman of God, okay, as the queen, the divine queen that God has created you to be, you got to know when to step away, okay? When to step away and make some time for you. Now, I had to put this at the top of the list. I had to put this as number one, because as women, we are nurturers. We are lovers. We love on a whole nother level. Not saying my men don't, but women, y'all know. Men, y'all know. That woman love, mama love, that feminine love, it hit on a whole nother level, okay? That divine feminine hit on a whole nother level. So you're giving a lot. You're tending to a lot. You're caring for a lot of people. Many of your mothers, your grandmothers, your aunties, and even if you don't have children of your own, what I've seen a lot of time with women is, because you're just such a nurturer, that's the way the Lord created you to be. You usually take up with your nieces, you take up with your nephews, you may take up with your neighbor's kids or somebody else's kids, but you just have that nurturing spirit. You have that spirit where you love on people and you genuinely want to see people be great, and you worry about people and you give out a lot. And I get it, I understand, but you got to know when to step away and when to make some time for you. You got to know when you need to go book that massage. Look, I'm talking to myself, okay? You got as I'm preaching to you, baby, I'm preaching to myself. You got to know when, you know what, I'm finna just withdraw, okay? They'll figure it out. The kids will figure it out. The husband will figure it out. I'm finna go get my massage. I'm finna go. It might be you going in your bathroom, closing your door, locking your door, lighting you a candle, soaking in your tub, putting you some Epsom salt, putting you some melatonin soaker in there, and just relax and get your journal, get your blue ink pen, or just play you some soft music and just sit down and just take you a long bath in the tub where you just soaking, and you tell them children, you tell everybody in the house, don't call me. I'm finna take some time for myself. Don't call my name. You make sure everybody good, and then you take that me time, and maybe you going on a walk. Okay, but whatever you need to do, you got to know when to step away and make some time for you. Whenever you find yourself getting a little snappy, whenever you find yourself, your patience is running thin, you snapping on people, you getting mad, you tired, you frustrated. Some of you, it physically manifests and shows up in your body where you start getting headaches. You know your body is sending you specific signs that you know it's time for me to rest. The body is saying it's time to rest. It's time to withdraw. It's time to go and just take some time for yourself. So ladies, I want to say that to you. Know when it is time to step away and make time for you. You can't be the woman that God created you to be if you're not tending to you, if you're not caring for you. You making sure that you have that time for you, it sets you up to be the best mother to your children, the best auntie to your nieces and your nephews, the best grandmother to your grandkids. It helps you to be everything you need to be for everybody else, but you got to make sure that this vessel is operating the way God created it to operate, and you don't want to burn out, you don't want to be drained, you don't want to be spreading yourself so thin, and you never stop to make that time for yourself, because you consistently making time for everybody else. You consistently showing up and being there and being present and loving on other people and nurturing other people, but you never really taking that time for yourself. Okay, so that is the first key that you got to start using in order to level up and become that woman that God has created you to be. It is not selfish, okay? It is actually beneficial, because when I take that time for me and I go on my walks for me, when I come back, I'm a better mother, because I have emptied out all my burdens. I have emptied out all my cares to God. I have went on that walk to where I get my steps in, and I'm able to clear my head. I'm able to think. I'm able to process. I'm able to just talk to God. I'm able to listen to music. I'm able to reminisce sometimes. God take me down memory lane. I think about my auntie. I'm able to just talk to God and just release everything, all the cares and all the worries and the frustrations. And so I'm making that time to step away and invest in me. It could be something as simple as a walk. It could be something as simple as you go and, like I said, get the massage. It could be something as simple as you go and soak in your tub. Or you just take some time where you say, you know what, I'm gonna watch one of my favorite movies, and I'm just gonna just sit down, make my smoothie, get me some green tea, get some herbal tea, or just, it could sometimes in the morning, it's just me taking that time where I'm not making breakfast for the kids. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just taking that time to make my coffee exactly the way I like it and take my time making it and take my time sipping it and drinking it. And I like to sit in front of my little foot heater, put my little foot heater down there by my feet with my coffee and just sit there and just do nothing. That's that time that I step away and I make for me. And it helps me to show up and be the creator that I need to be the mom I need to be the homeschool teacher I need to be the mentor, to be the coach, to wear all the hats and do all the things. But before I can do that effectively, and I say the same thing to you, that before you can do that effectively, you as a woman of God have to know how to make time for you and how to make time for you and God. Okay, that's at the top of the list. So the next key that I want to give you is to make educated decisions, not decisions from emotion. Now, this is where we mess ourselves up sometimes, because as women, like I said, we are nurturers and we are loving and we are sometimes very emotional. And we can tend to make some of our decisions. I'm talking about long-term decisions too. I'm talking about decisions that affect the whole family, decisions that affect the whole household. We'll tend to make some of them decisions when we emotional, when we in our feelings, when the hormones is hormoning and we got all kind of stuff going on. So you got to make sure that as you are walking this path that God has created for you and you becoming the woman that he created you to be, that you are not making decisions from your emotions. Make educated decisions. Take time to pray. Listen, it ain't going nowhere. I learned this. Toya, stop being in a hurry. Stop being in a rush. And I say this to you too, Queen. It's all right. Okay? Ain't nobody gonna fall out. Ain't nobody gonna die. They're gonna be all right. Don't you rush yourself, especially when it's a long-term decision, especially when it's a decision that's gonna affect you, affect the household, affect the children, change things up in your life. Take the time to go to God, consult with God, take the time to pray, fast if you need to, make educated decisions. I learned this the hard way. It cost me a lot of time. It cost me a lot of money because I made a decision based on my emotions, based on what I was feeling. And as women, we got to really be careful with that. So whatever it is, whether it's business, whether it's a decision with your home, with your children, with your body. Come on, ladies. Because we looking at all of this stuff on social media. We looking at all of this stuff. We seeing what the society standards of beauty is. We seeing what they say your body should look like. We seeing what they say. Come on, let's get into it. We seeing what they say your hips should look like, what your booty should look like, what kind of shape you should have. And then you looking at your body and you saying, well, I don't look like that. I'm not shaped like that. I'm not. And then what's happening? You getting in your emotions and now you about to go make a decision based on your emotions instead of taking the time to pray and really consult with God and make sure that this is what God wants me to do. And this is an educated decision. Make sure you have weighed out all your options. You have gathered all the facts and you have heard all sides of the story. And take your time and pray and consult with God, baby, because God will never steer you wrong. So in any area of your life, whether it's business, whether it's spiritual, whether it's personal, whether it's professional, any area of your life, make educated decisions and do not make decisions. Do not choose something based off of your emotions, because as women, we know our emotions come and go. It's like a roller coaster, an emotional roller coaster. We can be up one minute and down the next. We can have a high day. We can have a low day. It's like that song back in the day that Monica made where she said, it's just one of them days. Okay, just one of them days. She said, don't take it personal. So you don't want to be making no decisions, no long-term decisions when it's just one of them days. Okay, sometimes you just having one of them days, and that's okay. You're a woman. It's okay. So understand that you're human. You're not a robot. You're a human that has emotions. You're a human that goes through things. So keep that in mind when important decisions come across your plate, and you take your time and be easy with yourself. That's another tip that I want to give you, is don't be so hard on yourself. Don't always be your toughest critic. For so many of us, we are our toughest critic. Everybody else can be telling us that they're proud of us, or somebody else can be telling you, I see what you're doing. You're doing an amazing job, but the critic in your head is saying, oh, that was stupid. Why did you say that? Why did you do that? Why did you share that? Or you're constantly beating yourself down. Why did you wear that? Why would you looking like that? Oh, you need to lose some weight. Oh, you need to do this. You need to do that. Oh, the critic in your head is constantly nagging you and talking. Sometimes you got to tell that critic to shut up. You got to tell it to shut up, and you got to remind yourself that I am becoming the woman that God has created me to be. This is not a sprint. It's a marathon. Okay. So every day for the rest of your life, you're going to be growing a little bit more. You're going to be evolving a little bit more. You're going to be healing a little bit more from your past trauma, from your past pain. And it's okay. Be easy on yourself. Be gentle on yourself. Because this is another thing I learned as a woman. How we treat ourselves is how everybody else is going to treat us. If we hard on ourselves, we beat ourselves down, we tear ourselves down, we down talk ourselves, our self-talk. And you got to ask yourself, what does my self-talk sound like? How do I talk to myself internally? How do I treat myself? How do I see myself? Because how you treat yourself, if you're not gentle on yourself, why are you expecting this man to be gentle with you? Why are you expecting everybody else to be gentle with you and to treat you like a lady? And you wondering why they always treat me like I'm the strong one? Why they always treat me like I don't never need no help? Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Calm down. Relax. This is another thing. As ladies, we got to calm down. We got to slow down, because we always in a hurry. For so many of us, we're in a hurry. And God spoke to me one day. He said, where you going? What are you doing? You don't have to rush no more. You don't have to be in a hurry no more. I got this thing worked out for you. He says, slow down, calm down. And ask yourself that sometime when you find yourself, when you start being more intentional with this, you're going to see areas in your life where you're going to find yourself rushing. You in the grocery store, you rushing. You in Target, you rushing. You in the school line picking up the kids, you rushing. You don't stop, slow down, calm down, breathe, and remind yourself that everything is gonna be okay. Don't everything always work out. Don't it always work out? Think about everything else that you was just freaking out about. You was just having a fit. When you look back over all that stuff, didn't it work out? So this will work out too. And that's what God revealed to me. He said, calm down. It's okay. Let me be the masculine presence in your life. Now, this is one of the most important keys to help you level up in the kingdom of God as the woman that God created you to be. You have got to let God be the masculine presence in your life. And it is not easy, baby. It takes practice. It takes you practicing this a little bit every day. But what happens is when things come up in your mind and you want to go and fix it, you want to step into the masculine energy and you want to go and take care of this and take care of that and take control and do this and do that and take the steering wheel, you have to say, Lord, I surrender. Lord, I surrender. Now, this don't mean you just be 100% passive and you don't do anything. But y'all get what I'm saying. With certain things that you know you don't have control over, certain things that you know is just out of your control, you surrender it to God. And you say, Lord, I've done everything I can do with this, and I'm going to surrender it to you, and I'm going to allow you to be the masculine presence in my life. I'm going to allow you to provide for me in this situation. I'm going to allow you to protect me in this situation. It done been many, many times throughout the years as a single mother. I'm raising my children. Things came up. I'm like, Lord, the children coming to me and I'm scared myself. I'm scared myself. And it was in them moments right then that God revealed to me. He said, you got me. He said, lean on me. Lean on me. He said, I'm the masculine presence. He said, who you think is covering you and these children? Who you think protecting y'all? Who you think providing for y'all? Come on now. So it's in the things that are out of your control. The things that are out of your control, the things that you can't fix with your two hands, you surrender it to God. You surrender it to God and say, Lord, I give you this situation. And again, I tell you, this is something you have to practice because you will not be an expert at this overnight. I'm still practicing at this. Every day, every day in some way, I'm continuing to surrender to God. I'm continuing to surrender the things that's coming up that I don't have control over, that the enemy is trying to bring to me to stress me out. I'm continuing to surrender it to God. So it's a lifestyle. This never ends. It's a lifestyle. So stop thinking that you have to be perfect because there's so much demand on us to be perfect as women. It's so much of a demand on us to have the perfect house, to have the perfect children, to have the perfect wardrobe, have the perfect hair, have the perfect, you're not going to have the perfect life, baby. Okay. So take that pressure off of yourself and just do the best that you can with what God has given you right now. Be faithful with it and know that he will multiply it. Okay. So I just want to share some of these level up keys with you, baby, to help you become the woman that God has created you to be. So now I want to give you one of my ultimate level up keys. I want you, if you have not taken my healing and self-love course for the divine woman, I want you to go below in the description, baby, and sign up for the healing and self-love course. It's on sale right now, so you can get it at a super, super low discounted price. And this course is going to finish the deal. Everything that I went over here with you in this video, we go more in depth with it inside the healing and self-love course for the divine woman. It has all the keys in there to help you level up personally, professionally, and spiritually, to help you heal from past pain, past trauma, and help you develop and become the woman that God has created you to be. It's your season to level up, queen, okay? And I have given you all the tools that you need. It's inside of the course. So if you like what you got on the video today and you want to take it a step further, I have put the link below for you in the description, baby, so you can come on in to Latoya O'Keel Academy and get your transformation, baby, because there's a new life that God has for you on the other side. Okay. And all you got to do is get the knowledge. All you got to do is get the information. So I am Latoya O'Keel. I love y'all so, so much. Keep on leveling up, queen, and keep on becoming the woman that God has created you to be. Great things are in store for you. This is just the beginning, baby. I am Latoya O'Keel. I love y'all so much. Y'all be blessed.